What is up, guys? Welcome to another amazing video tutorial on Palito's technology. In today's video, we are going to be having a continuation of the previous video. Hi, my name is David. I'm a professional AL developer. So on my channel today, we are going to be looking at how we can create a full document, just like a sales like document or a purchase like document. So in this our document, we are going to be having an header and also a line. So let me give you a typical example of what we are to create today. So if we go to sales order or sales code, let's go to the sales code in which we have used to illustrate an example in the previous video. So if I open this document, my internet is so messy. All right, so we want to create something like this, something that has the sales line, and also that has the general information about the customer, and also and other information about the customer. So this is the sub form, and also this is the header. So we are trying to replicate something like this. I have In our previous tutorial we created this, and I want to actually delete it so we can work on a full project, right? So deleting this. Okay, so right, so I have created a project for patient medical line, which is having a document number, line number, treatment type. You're going to be seeing everything in the front end, and we have the quantity, and we also have the amount, the description, and then the item. Let me name this product instead of item, and then we have a field that takes the total amount. So if I save this and check the other one, the patient medical header, you see we have almost the same information. Here we have the number, we have the first name, the last name, we have the full name, we have the address, the date of birth. Are you serious? Date of birth? Yeah. So date of birth is supposed to be a date. Mm, that's my bad. Data classification. Let's see. Customer content. All right. So that was a mistake. So we have the height information. We have the reference full name. We have the reference full address. We have the phone number. We have the reference phone number. We have the weight. We have the reference work number. Just the basic information they are going to ask you when you go to the hospital. So we also created the pages. Let's go for the document page first. So this is the document page that is going to be housing this sub form. So you can see this is a card, a typical card page. It has a group for patient information, like the document number, the first name, the last name, the full name, the address, the date of birth, and the phone number, the height, and the rest. So it also has the emergency line, which is the reference full name, the reference home address, the reference phone number. So I only did this so the tutorial can be a little bit faster. So what is remaining here is for this patient medical, I need to create a list for it so that we can have this kind of list that owns different documents, if you can understand what I'm trying to say. So I could just come here to right click, new file, and then patient medical list, so we can know all the people that has come for medical here. Okay, so like the same thing, TP. So I just go for the list part, I give it an ID, then I give it a page name. So patient, what did I give this? What's the name? Okay, medical record, patient medical list. Okay, all right. So this is fine. So I'm going to link it to patient medical header, and what else? I'm going to make sure I put editable first because I don't want them to edit this list. I don't want them to be able to edit from the list. I mean false. Editable false, yeah. Okay, what else? What else is missing? All right. So I think this is fine. So I'm just going to put the list I want to show. I can just come under the repeater, highlight it, and come under this suggestion bubble. Then I can start adding. Let's see. I want to add an O, first name, first last name, address. Let's say phone number. I think that is okay for the list. Just a basic list. Yeah, I've not done anything super here. It's just the basic things. Um, with this program, I'm going to be working you on how to table relate, how to do some validation, how to transfer some data from a certain table to another. But in this particular one, we are just working with the continuation of after creating a subform, after creating a list parts page. So we want to create a document page that can house the document header and also the document line. So this is done. I'm coming back to the list part. So if you remember how we create a list part is we have a page type list part. Okay. Then we have the category to be a list, or it could just, yeah, it could be a list, or it could just be an history. Then the important ones are we give it an auto split key equals true. This is responsible for allowing um, each line to generate a new unique line like I have shown before. If I open this document and I check the line, you can see something called the line number. You can see this line number is 0. This is the function of auto split. If I should give this document, let's say, let me select the document here, you would see this line number will be generated as 10,000. You can see if I come to the other line and I also select an item here, this line number should be generated. So you can see 20,000, and that's the function of the auto split. It automatically generates these numbers for us. So let's go back here. So the next thing here is I like to click control space to, just in case I forget anything, I just scroll down, delay insert, so equals true. I also control space, come down to see, okay, what am I missing? Yeah, insert allowed, yes. Link allowed, yes. Modify allowed. Multiple new lines, yeah. So we can say true. And that is all that we need to create our list parts. Now, we can now start sectioning what we want to be inside this space. This is the repeater here, and we also have this other area that takes the total amount, which is a group in which I have done here. I have a repeater and I also have a group. So this repeater is going to take all the information I want to be repeated. So I'm also clicking this suggestion, and let's see what will be the first one. Let's see, by standard, you are not supposed to be showing the document number, the line number. They are supposed to be an hidden stuff, but I want to bring it out for this educational purpose. Document number, line number. Let's see, was it product description, then amount and quantity. I think that's fine. I'll save this. I'm coming back to the medical, the main record. So after these two groups, I I want to link the subform. So before I do that, there's one thing I want to share with you. When you're working on a project or on a development, and there's still room for you to change or expand, you don't need to save your data directly to the database. You can come to the table and do what we call table type, Abby, right? You can also tab, right? So I can say table type equals temporary, right? So with what this help you with is that you are able to change your data type at any time, depending on your requirements. Maybe you are using a code before, and then along the road you discover that integer is what is going to be right for you. So you can easily change this data type without having an error by just using this. So I'm going to copy this and also put it on the header so I can have a flexible development environment. So so let's link the list parts. In order for us to link the list parts, I can control space also to see what I can do here. So I can say I have a part. So I want to add a part name. What's the name? Let's say, how should we call it? Let me just call it a line, semicolon, control space also. And then I can now say patient subform. Yeah. Now the very first argument is I want this to show, so I have to use my application area equals all. The next thing is I can also press control space. Let's say I've forgotten some things. I can scroll to see. So there's a sub page link. So I can come to the sub page link equals, what are we linking this document with? I want to link this document where the number, the document number. As you can see, if I come back to this medical line, you see the primary key here is the document number, and this document number should be table related to the patient medical header, right? Dot number. So whatever number is present here in this table should also be replicated down here. So that's the idea. All right, so the next thing is this line number. I want to also give it an auto increment equals true, right? So I come back here, then I say I'm linking this subform by its document number, right? Where I'm linking it by the document number equals field. I'm only linking this if document number is equals to this field number. The field number NO, which is this current primary key here. So what I'm doing here is very basic. I'm linking this subform here by its document number, but I'm also making sure that this document number is equals to this field number, which is quite simple. So I can also use update propagation, and I have few options. I have both. So whatever update happens on the header, I want it to update the line. Whatever update happens on the line, I want it to update the header. So we can even go more like, even say we don't want this page to be editable if the main document doesn't have a number yet. So I can go on and say if no record of no is not equals to, if it's not empty, then I want to enable this. If it is empty, do not enable this. So that is all. That is how you can create a list path. So one thing I want to do here is I'm going to be ending the video after showing you how this looks like. Then we're going to continue on this project by validating so many stuff here. Like we have to validate so many areas here. We have to create what we call number series for this. And we have to pass so many things here. So let me just be sure we have given this table a temporary table, which is fine. All right, so I'm going to save and publish. All right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can be faster than that. Okay, let's see. We couldn't publish. Okay. So the document is complaining that it couldn't find our previous program, which I have returned there. So let's publish. Come on, come on, come on. All right. So finally, remember the the document name is, what's the document name? Patient medical record. And there are some things we are supposed to do. This is a confidential document. We just don't want anybody to just be able to access this directly. So we are going to be removing this application area and the usage category. So we only want them to be able to access this through the list, right? So we can give this a caption equals patient. So, and I also come to the list page and make sure that I am linking this list to its page. So the only way I can do that is by giving it a card ID. So I'm saying when you're on this list, I don't want you to be able to edit, right? But then I want an action to occur. I want you to be able to click, and then I want it to take you to the page. If you can remember what we named it, patient medical record. So whenever they click on any of the list here, I want the document to take them here to a page, right? And I also want the new symbol to be enabled there. So let's see. Let me check the others if there's something I need to put. All right, so let's go to the list, the line. Let's go check the primary keys if we have the line number also there. So we have the document number. So we also have the line number. All right, let's save and publish for the last time. Hmm. Okay. All right, so it is called patient list, patient medical list, right? Okay, so you see now we have the new button, and when we click the new, you should see that we have the patient information, the emergency, we also have the diagnosis, then we also have the patient subform. And if you expand the patient subform, you see that it is not enabled by default. That's because we we did not we did not give this a number. Let's just say DOC 123. Let's see. It's not saved. Okay. Any reason why? Okay. Alright, so you can see now this is enabled. And I think we forgot to add the total. We forgot to add the total. Mm, under this medical subform. Yeah, under the subform, we forgot to add under the total. We're adding the total amount. Show the treatment type. We're supposed to also add the treatment type here under the repeats. I think treatment type should be the first. So treatment type. Yeah. So let's publish for the last time. You can see the record is perfectly well. We have different section that owns different information. You can see we have the full name, the height. Um, we have the reference full name, reference phone number, reference home address. There's something wrong here. Let's see what's wrong there. Where's the header? Reference home address. Oh, we gave it a blob. See? So this is the importance of using the table type temporary. So I can easily change this into a text. Same address 100. So you can save this again and still publish. Okay. DOC and 2. So you can see now we have the total here, and we have total amount. She's here, and yeah. So this is all for today's video. In the follow-up video, we are going to be working more on its validation, and also we are going to be looking more on how we can table relate, how we can do some other cool stuff here, and how we can also make some actions at the top here and some other things. Stay tuned. Enable the notification, subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for watching.